Yokoso and välkommen, it's me, Celery, how it be? Here I stand without a plan. But I guess we do have a plan today. And it's just, honestly, this is more like an omake type stream today. I'm just gonna, well, at least right now, let me rephrase that. This is more of an omake stream. I might stream again later depending on, how this, that, and the third ends up going, but I was just kind of bored, and I was gonna cook in a few hours, and I thought, well, instead of just sitting around consuming slop, why don't I get a head start on the grinding that I have to do? Because if you're unaware, they added storm pods to the shop, which means now there's 40 you can buy. And with 40 you can buy, and the 36 Stargazer teapots that we got for the 33 million download campaign, I can without a doubt sauerkraut get Sanosuke to Bond 10. And this is a lot more cost effective, and we're going to be getting QP and Stardust memories. What do you even call those? It's like the blue dust. Well, we'll be getting that too. So yeah, it's about that. Also, I'll be getting some items that I personally need, such as Proof of Heroes. I need 2 more Proof of Heroes so I can complete the Lancer the Lancer class score. I just need 2 more. And I think it's infeasible to think that it's going to take at least 30 goes of it to get Sanosuke to Bond 10. I think it's infeasible, genuinely infeasible, to be like, yeah man, Sanosuke's just not going to get the last couple of, the grinding for Sanosuke is not going to get you 2 Proof of Heroes. I will be dead in the ground before I believe that's going to be the case. Originally, I had planned to do all of this in one big 17 million billion hour stream, but the more I think about it, the more I'm I don't want to really do that. So that's why we're taking bite-sized pieces out of it now, and then sure, maybe Friday, because unfortunately I have something to do tomorrow, so I can't be up too late tonight, but potentially on the morrow, that's what we'll do. Well, I don't even know. I guess it'd be on the morrow's morrow. But you get how it is. You know how it all works. You've been in the streets before. It's been a few days since I last streamed. You haven't missed much on lore updates. I mean, there's a couple, but I'll wait to deliver those. Well, one that only did 6,000 damage. That's crazy. Bro didn't charge his lightning bolt. But one thing I'll say is that if you remember the last couple of times that I streamed, I was like, man, my breasts hurt a lot. Well, I mean, they still do, but either I'm getting used to it or they started hurting less. I don't know. Either way, I'm not complaining too much. For whatever the reasoning might be. Pashivaru Gaming. Please, a proof of hero. Nice. Oh, Kafu the Vocaloid? What's she doing here? Doesn't Vlad Extra, doesn't he give you a burger for the Valentine's? CE, or I'm sorry, the White Day? Like, I think he does, doesn't he? Well, I wasn't looking. We didn't get one. I was too distracted by Vlad the Third. Yay! Now I'm just 5 short from being able to unlock all of the ones that need the morning torch for the class score. Don't nobody never have any type of servant I need or want to borrow to use to possibly even live. I like to take multi-targets, but we can try another single target. This Bima might do a lot of damage. That Melusine would be cool if she had her Bond C or anything. Whatever, we'll try it with Bima. Alright, Vlad the Third, you're off the team. We have no usage for a character like you no longer. She needs a lot of Bond. Yeah, that's disgusting. What about you, Edise? Acceptable amount. The Dusa, the Jolter, or Jailter as the fandom likes to call her, Fiona. See, I'm trying to take these higher rarity ones, because it's easier to drag them along, you know what I'm saying? Like these lower rarity ones on just a regular team. At least that's the way that I see it. So how about... Well, I guess this is the perfect time to take someone that needs a lot of Bond. So sure, we'll take you. I hate how we have Sonosuke really doing nothing up front, but you know, he's really just kind of there to get that 20% bonus from being one of the front runners. You know how it goes, and if you don't know how it goes, I just explained to you how it goes. So for once, we're gonna have to actually like focus on... Why do you have so much health? I thought it was normally the back one. I guess that's randomized. I didn't know that. So we're gonna have to focus on taking these guys out. Not a big deal. Maybe it is a big deal. I'm afraid. I keep getting ads on YouTube for something called Pima Medical Institute, and I bet you're thinking, ads get owned. But it's only when I'm on my phone. When I'm on the computer, I see 0 ads no matter where I go. But, you know what I'm saying. I keep seeing that. And it's really getting on my nerves. But Bima and Pima sound similar, hence why I brought it up. That's all there is to that story. Nothing further. Deplorable, I'm horrible. Thank you, Nezha. Now beat Nezha into submission. That's not Nezha. That's not Nezha. Well, whatever. How does Bima... doesn't he have one? No, I think I'm thinking of Orion, I think. Does Bima have a buff that where he gets a critical hit, X effect happens? Or am I making that up? Let me take a look and see. So the first one's removes debuff, yada yada yada. And then second one's just crit damage and gains some stars. Third one, oh, okay. Okay, well, it's just when he attacks with a quick card, it boosts his critical damage, like in general. So we can go ahead and do that real quick. And then the other one, oh, so this is 3 turns. I forgot, he's a modern servant. Alright, wise guy, I'll go use Caligula. Can't use him for this, but we'll go use, you know what, just for you, Zeddy-san. We'll go and use Caligula right now. We'll go and use Caligula. I forgot. Yeah, that's the NA command. We don't have one for JP. 126 where that came from. I'm afraid. Well, what do we want to go and use Caligula on? There's really nothing going on NA. Do you have a request for like a specific node, or do you want me to just like pick what's in vogue? Because normally when I say I'll pick what's in vogue, oh wait, I can do this. I need to do this one. So here's what's in vogue for today, I guess. Not even I guess, it just is what's in vogue. So yeah, we'll take this, the old 1-2 buckle my shoe, double Merlin, I guess. Distribution of command cards. Let us review the facts created moment. Well, we have a Buster card, so we're gonna go all out for no reason other than just to do so. You aren't 10, 10, 10? That's insane. Someone oughta fix that. Please, Caligula. Ooh! He actually hit it. Twice. He actually hit it twice. That's crazy. The bro said, nah, I'd win. And then he actually did. Most of the time when people say that, they don't actually win. Oh. Admiral Crazy Horse. There's no way he's humanoid. I know that sounds incredibly mean, like if you took it out of context and you just told someone there's no way that's a human. But look at him. Let's see. Oh no, he is. Well, boy, do I feel horrid. My apologies, Xiang Yu. Step 1. Kill yourself. I'm thinking this will do fair damage. Like, it's not gonna do a ton. Yeah, see? I should have just waited until Merlin came on the scene and then used those buffs, but hey, hindsight's 20/20. Another crit? This is going incredibly well. Caligula! It's still going incredibly well, though. Let's see here. Me when I yell at the moon. I like how Caligula's in the Foxtail manga. Just like actually, the Foxtail manga in general is just like a really good manga. It's truly peak fiction. Even if like the Tamamo aside, like it's just a really good story. And it adds like so much lore. There's like so many characters who's like, why are they showing up in this? Why is Caligula here? You know, like that's how I felt. It was just like, wow, I can't believe Caligula's here. What is he doing on the moon? Good amount of damage. Souffle, hooray. Yay. Well, back to the old grind. There's something on my mind. I had zero intent to rhyme, but here I am. Doing the time. This should do a disgusting amount of damage. See, I told you. I didn't even get to see that, but I saw the last one alone was 103,000. That's all I needed to see. I'm making a power play. See, get in that overcharge effect. That's all the power play was. So then we can go like this, and I did not do that one. See? Now we can get Bhima Unleashed. Evil style. Sorry, that was me clicking on an Elden Ring video. All you heard though was a moan. So I just have to preface with that's what that was. I clicked on an Elden Ring video, or actually it was like a live stream, and they immediately died to Melania. And I bet you're thinking, well, why did you open that video in the first place? Aren't you streaming? Well, yes, but I don't know, I've been watching this guy play Elden Ring at rune level 1, and they're on their final boss of their run, and I, just saw they were alive, and I was like, oh, I'll just turn it on and see what they're doing, see how far they are. And they immediately died, and then you heard the moan. Ooh. One of the two that we need. Well, that didn't go that bad, but I feel like it might go bad if we take someone that's not that Bima. Mostly because we've tried, or at least I've done it, maybe on my own. I don't know if I've streamed doing it. But I've taken Brynhilda before this exact one, and it did not go well. Like, I didn't lose, but I got kind of close. So we'll take Pashivaru ga Kawaii Sugiru. I guess it's like Kawasugiru. There's no E at the end, so whatever. Whatever. Something's on my mind. Can I articulate it? I think so. Oh. Yeah, so. I mean, like, shrug emoji moment. Discussing something that we brought up the other day on stream. Like, 3 streams ago. Man, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't know how much I want to talk about it. But hey, I mean, whatever. We do this all the time. Anyway, I learned an industry secret recently. Someone was talking about I don't think I told you about it. Like, the term I learned for it, as they call it, the infinity edge. How, like, when you take a T blocker and estrogen, you kind of just like climaxing is incredibly time consuming. The infinity edge, as they call it. Well, anyway, I saw someone on the internet talking about it, and they were like, well, how do people in like adult videos do it? Because they seem to just be like normal. And then someone was like, yeah, the way that they do it is that they go off the meds for like 2 weeks, and then it's just like business as usual. And I was like, huh, that's crazy. I don't know. Like, I guess it makes sense, but... Well, that's it. I don't know. I was just, like, surprised to find that out. I was like, wow, that's it? They're just like, yeah, just don't take your medication for 2 weeks and then come and bust a nut in the studio. I think it's kind of funny. Not the nerd emoji. I've been owned. But see, someone said something that I guess I agree with, but they were like, you know, doctors never really tell you about that being one of the risks. It's not even a risk, really. I should say like a side effect. And it's like, it's true, mine sure didn't. But they were like, you know, that's kind of like something they should. And someone was like, but maybe they're just like feel uncomfortable telling you. And it's like, that's even worse. Like, from like a medical standpoint, you should really make people aware of like any side effect they're gonna see. And then someone said, oh my goodness, they were like, yeah, but what if your doctor told you you're not going to be able to shoot rope like you used to? And then everyone was like, did you just say shoot rope? And you know, that's how I feel too. That's an in crazy way, like, in crazy, sure. An in crazy way to put it. shooting rope. Me at home shooting rope. Yay. Oh, next time. Next time. He's gonna get a bond level up. I can taste it. The King Astorifo. Hello. How do? Is everything going through? But don't fret. You know what we can do? We can go and buy some storm pods. Did Astolfo ever become king in his, like, legend? Because, you know, Astolfo was a prince. So at some point, assumably, as long as he didn't explode. No, wait, no. All, like, the paladins died, didn't they? In horrific manner. As did most historical figures. I feel like we saw that in a flashback in Fate Apocrypha. Where he's like laying on the ground like, dang, I got owned. Oh, are you talking about that? The wolf game is the one where you have to only hit certain ones. And like you have to do it within an X amount of time, and like there's different effects if you beat different ones. That one? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, honey. I had to use a guide for it. And you know what? It's not a bad strat to bring like Caligula and Jekyll, because you really just need to bring some servants that have an NP that does no damage. That's like the big thing, I feel like. Like that was the strat I felt like when I did it was, oh yeah, just take some servants that can NP and just like waste a card so that you don't defeat an enemy. You feel me? I'm sure you got it. I'm sure you have a guide up of some sort, but that was what got me through it. I watched a specific video too, and they kind of like walked by turn by turn, like how they did it, and I just kind of followed the best I could. Advanced quests like that, I feel like they're always a pain to do, but after you do them, thinking back on them's kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was not fun to do, but thinking back on it, I think about, like, it was fun to do because I got to use Jekyll and I got to use Caligula among other servants, and that was fun. Like, I had to go and use different methods to solve that problem. I should say different methods than what I would like to use. You don't have every servant built? Do you play on JP or NA? Or I guess I should call it global. Do you play on JP or global? NA, I see. Well, I mean, honestly, not to be like evil, but there's nothing going on NA. So you could just go do some grinding for some EXP and level up whoever you don't have that you need for the strat. Do I know? Yeah, you lose if you beat, like, I think so. It's something like that, right? Because it gets to a point where if you defeat one, they straight up just like erase one of your servants, right? It's something like that. I don't remember, unfortunately. I'm doing some math here. How do we attack? We're gonna do a lot of damage, so let's take out the one in the back, so then it's like kind of even for when Nessa just blows them all up. Straight up fly 400 feet into the air, and then she explodes. See, like, she wouldn't have defeated it if we had attacked the one in front. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, I think. Bima's first skill clears debuffs, right? You know this, nephew. I know you do. Yeah, it does. Now Nezha's gonna fly. No. What we're gonna have to do, let's hit it like this. And then next turn we'll bring in... I forgot to do the buff that gives him the whole man. My fault, original gangster. My fault, my fault. Alternatively, I think we should still be able to do enough damage. Now we definitely will be able to do enough damage. Yeah, okay. Both of them should be defeated. See, it's imperative that we beat both of his goons, because as long as they're on the field, he has that, like, damage negation. See, right there, and the NP damage up. But if we take both of them out, then he's a lot more vulnerable. See, now that was a spicy meatball, wasn't it? A truly sweaty salad. Honestly, given the buffs that we have stacked, he could just beat him here. Maybe if we had hit him with like 2 more quit cards, that would have been the case. My fault. Again. Yay. And just like that, we win. See, normally if I take someone like Percival, or just any other like area of effect created servant of the Lancer variety, we do this in about 5 turns. So it's definitely better to do it that way. It's like a consistent 5 turn too. But it is what it is. Oh, see, I like taking this guy's Indora. They're pretty well built. How long have you been playing Zakingu Astorifo? Are you a newer player, or are you been around for a minute and just now getting around to doing some of those advanced quests? Please, just hit Nezha just once. Just once. Just once. Thank you. What is Indora's overcharge effect? Oh, it's just more NP damage? I see, I see. I see, so you've been playing for a couple of years. It's just you haven't been able to devote your entire life to the game. Which is understandable and real all in of itself, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes. I didn't know that Indora's Bond CE gave a 30% NP damage to self, and then a self regeneration for 3 turns. Indora's a really good servant. However, I mean, he looks cool. He looks cool. It's more just I personally don't really want to roll for him. I already have an area of effect servant, Nezha. See, but look at what I mean. We're about to beat him on the next turn. Skip song. It might not do a bunch of damage to a single target, but it really clears away. Truly clears away. Beema. A level 120 Mary Anning. Crazy, huh? I couldn't remember her name for a second, and I almost said Anne Maring. And then I thought, that makes no sense at all. Anne Maring, huh? Good old Anne Maring. What you mean? What you mean? See, now that was an unfathomable amount of damage there. Hang on, I'm having a coherent thought. I can do this. I can do this. Hello, Iron Valiant 39. Yes, I just saw the alert that you put in the Discord server with your full shiny team. Which, yeah, that's incredibly impressive. Unironically. Hang on, I'm having a coherent thought. Ah, my computer froze for a second. Well, hey, at least it wasn't a Gen 4 game, you know? It's even harder for those. You should try this again. But in Pokemon Red. Because, you know, you can get shinies technically where they have the DVs, and certain DVs, you know, will equate to a shiny if you transfer it to a Gen 2 game. You should try that. Just absolutely have a terrible time with your 1 in 13,000 odds. See, watching you do that makes me wish that I could try something like that, but I know that I couldn't because I'm smelly. And I would get bored after like a hot minute. And do it on stream. Well, see, here's the thing with that. We could do it on stream, but do you know what would happen? It would be like when I play Pokemon Pearl, and it's like, hey guys, Pokemon Pearl Gaming here. And then it's like, I don't know, that's it. That's it. It'd just be like that. It'd be like when we play Pokemon Pearl. Hang on. Okay, yeah, I think we're... Nah, let's get him to do even more damage. Teehee, my mom was saying something. Anyway. That's the only downside about my current work setup, like computer setup for streaming and whatever, is that someone can easily just be like talking about whatever. Because I'm telling you, I'm set up and sleeping in a walkway. So people easily and constantly are just like going by in the middle of conversations, and I'm like, I'm getting caught in the crossfire. Somebody send help. You know what I mean? Also, it looks like a bot got owned. We love to see it. Bot, comma, kill. Well, I don't know. What's a Pokemon game that we could even do that in? Like, if we did do a shiny challenge, like if I did something like that, it would have to be in like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But once I figure out what I'm trying to say, you're gonna be like, man, Celery, that makes so much sense. I'm glad to hear it from you. Oh, well, as far as the games of Pokemon that I would actually like to play, it's really just the Gen 4 games. So like, and I have them all. The only one I would not want to do it in is Pearl, because that's the one we're doing a normal playthrough of. But like, we could do it in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Platinum, Diamond. But again, I don't know if I'm cool enough to do it. So you've been working on that for a while, and you just now got through it in one. Do Platinum. Oh, which copy? I have an English copy and a Japanese copy. The English copy? I will also say, though, I've wanted to play a Japanese Pokemon game, so that was going to be the next thing I was going to say, was that if I did do this, you know, it would be on a Japanese copy. Go for Turtwig. Yeah, but like, if I did do that, I would probably just like kill myself IRL and like go for not using one of the starters and just try and get a random encounter shiny. You just like pick the starter and box it. Reset for a shiny Eevee. Is there a static counter? Really? I didn't know there was a static encounter. I mean, I guess I probably did, because I've played the game before, but I didn't remember that being there. It's not a bad idea, actually. I'm trying to look it up and see if the internet can tell me, but... Huh. Oh, it's in Heart Home? Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I was all like, isn't that like the Crasher Wake Town? What do you mean? But yeah, I put that in and all of a sudden 10 billion million videos come up. So yeah, okay. See, you're saying this and you're almost making me want to do it. Was this your intent? To tell me how I could have, you know, at least that's pretty early on in the game too. If I do it though, we're gonna play on Japanese Platinum so that I can improve my Nihongo. But like, we'll have to, I don't know. It's not that hard and I'm making it sound like it's a big deal, but it's really not. I'll start actually putting thought into it then. Let's say it like that. I'll actually start considering it. Oh, well, we just beat that guy in front. I guess what I want to say then is let's beat Pokemon Pearl first. Once we finish the Elite Four, catch Palkia and all that jazz and Pearl, then totally, yeah, we can start doing that in Pokemon Platinum. Like, full circle, I'm game for it the more that I think about it. But first we gotta get through Pokemon Pearl. And in Pokemon Pearl, if you weren't there for the last stream, what we did, we're on our way to Palkia. We're at like the top of Mount Coronet, so we're pretty close to being done with the, in quotes, main game. You feel me? I think we should be able to do enough damage. If not, I'm gonna be incredibly upset. So Nezha, don't disappoint. I'm not a big fan of this song. Do it, Nezha. Finish the job. Alright, I'm back. I went to go check on my phone. It's plugged in currently, so I had to I almost said scroll away like I'm on a computer, but instead I scoot back in the chair. You know how it goes. And if you don't know how it goes, I just told you. I need to take off my jacket though, hang on. It sucked. So lately it's been really cold. Let me rephrase that. It's been incredibly cold compared to how hot it is during the day at night. So then you wake up in the morning and it's like, it's so cold, I'm shivering. So you get dressed up and then by noon, it's hot. Like 30 degrees Celsius. But then at night, it's 5. And it's can we pick a happy median maybe? Somewhere in there? Can we stop with this big jumping around? You know what I mean? Once again, I'll be back in a second. A literal second. Okay, my fault. That was longer than a literal second. That was a metaphorical second. Hey, Meta. Oh, sweet. We got the last one we needed. Do you understand what this means for the greater good of the class score? It means that I can go complete the Lancer class score. Nice. We can do it. We can steal the boots, Mr. Krabs. The final step. Let's give it up for the flounder. Class score floundered. It's true. There's also a Porygon you can reset for. Well, that's even better. Everybody loves Porygon Z. And if you don't like Porygon Z, you've clearly never heard of the Pokemon. You know what I mean? Yeah, they did post pics. It's in the Shiny Salad. Part of this, the Discord. I thought they were saying at one time they were making a new form for Porygon, but I guess that proved to be a rumor. So that brings us to having that's 3 completed, and then all I need for this one, I'm out of Archer Monuments. See, check it. I'm 34 short. So then once that's done, I'll have all 4 of these completed, and then I'm pretty close on all of the extra ones. I can actually straight up just do them now, but an issue that comes to rise is like, I'm getting low on a lot of materials, like pages, and I don't have the Archer Monuments and everything to do this one, but I can do a lot of it excluding that. See, like, I don't have the Archer Monuments. I can't wait until the Archer class score comes out, because then I'm going to be able to make good progress on this. But until that, you know. I'm sorry, the Archer Grand Duel, because I'm going to farm that into the ground, because I need so many of these. But I guess in the meantime, I can do Extra Class 2. Because I don't think there's anything weird here. But I want to hunt for a Gibble. Not really. I mean, I don't dislike Garchomp, but I don't know. It's also, you can only find it in that cave, right? And it's not like it's not a guaranteed encounter. You know, you can still run into things like Golbats. It's pretty easy to get to. Oh, it is a guaranteed encounter? Then maybe, I guess. Is it one of those ones where you just need to have a repel and it's only going to come in at a certain level and nothing else comes in at that level? Is it like one of those? Oh, it's just not that hard to find. I see. I see, I see. Because I caught one in Pearl, I think. I think I did. Oh, we'll see. I guess if I start... No, it's not going to be that big of a deal. You only need 2 of these. You are the last bad wolf when your team died. I am so sorry that you were met with such evil misfortune. That's terrible. Are you gonna start looking at a guide? Like, are you watching a guide or anything? Or are you just like going in with nothing but your own skills? Yeah, so I guess, I don't know, we'll just pass on doing any more class score stuff for now. You're trying to do it yourself? I see. Well, I mean, I'm proud of you for making it this far trying to do it yourself. Good job, Astorifu-kun. The only class score that I still have requirements I need to reach on it is just the assassin one. Aside from that, I've gotten all the level ups needed for like bond and servant ascensions and everything, so yeah. You're so lazy. Listen, I guess you were, I don't think you were with us at the time, but when I did the saber one, it was a super like reduction. I want to say it was almost like it was 10. It was like a really, really big reduction for the training grounds.
Electric celery?
Hey. Thank you for the photo. I'm making a heart with my hand because I heart you for coming through. You said you were here for it, you think? You might have been. It wasn't that long ago. Actually, I think you might have been. But yeah, I did a lot of grinding for that. I had to do like 2 like 10-hour streams. We used like over 100 golden apples. You're always here. I mean, I think the thing, like, my whole thing, I think you were there, but I also think it might have been like far back enough before you like rejoined us, but I don't know. You're always lurking. Well, I appreciate you for being here, even if it's the car that you steer and not typing in the chat. But yeah, either way, that's the only time I think I'm gonna ever do that big of a grind. Like, I don't ever hope to have to go through that again. The archer class is the only one I might have to, but I'm hoping that maybe on the next event, there's going to be archer monuments in the shop. And then you said that you're close on the saber one, but you want to save your mats. That's understandable. Especially since some of them need some mats that are hard to get on NA. Like the rider one needing what we just saw, like those beast hide looking ones. What are they called? The solar beast hide or whatever. The green scale looking thing. Not the reverse scale, but that newer one that came out with Toraum. Like, getting that on NA is kind of hard right now. But like, you saw how many I have right now on JP. I have 554. So it gets a lot like easier to get those weird to get items. I don't really recommend like rushing to do one, unless you're like me who did that on NA, and I did that to get the saber class score done. The class score mechanic's just a pain. Like, they're like, oh, what? You want these awesome buffs? Well, have fun grinding your eyes out. Without a spoon. Just your own fingertips. You hate the statue grinds? Yeah. That's what I mean, man. The main goal should just to be go insane on like a lotto event. But then just unfortunately you run into times like this where it's like, well, I'm all out. I guess I just die. I guess I just die. You know what I mean. Lotto should include statues. Oh yeah, they don't. Well, then let me rephrase that. You just have to hope that you just have to hope that they have what you need in the shop. You hate ads? Yeah, ads do be a pain. Can't lie. Blame the society we live in. We are getting owned. Really getting the what for. Please. No crit. Aw. Hang on, I'm doing some mental math. We kind of have to use our NPs here. We just have to hope that at the same time we can do enough damage to... No, we definitely can. As long as... Ooh. Let's see. Ku just needs to desperately hit this crit with that 60%. It is imperative that he hits that crit, because if he doesn't, then I don't think we beat that guy in the back. Alternatively, we could just guarantee it with that. You know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Isn't it inte vågat, inte vinner? Let's try it. Come on, Ku, I'm counting on you. No! Oh, it worked out in the end, so it doesn't even matter. It all works out in the end. However, Ku's damage output is depressingly low. Pretty sure we have nothing to fear here. That rhymed. That NP can do about 6,000 damage at max to one singular servant without the buff. So, worst case scenario, Nezha regrettably passes away. Though yeah, I think we're fine. Yeah, see? It's like 4,000 damage. Isn't that an NP damage up? That's not what that is. That's not what that is. Gain health, be like, well, here's some health. And also crit stars too, but you know. No, actually, it's not like you gain crit stars with hitting it, like those other ones. It's one of those ones where it boosts your crit star gain. Goodbye, Nezha. Psych. I'm having a coherent thought, hang on. So, easy peasy living greasy. There's a list of all the static encounters that you can find in Pokemon Platinum. Now see, just going for static encounters, I mean, that's the easy way out. And you know I'm all about the easy way out. But we'd have to get others too. Unless I permitted using, like, Pokemon for HM. H-employees, as they call them. Sure, we can try and take Kiyohime. Minadzuki. I mean, a couple of songs on that album were pretty good, but for the most part, that was like okay at best. So let's listen to another album by that same group and hope for the best. Let's do this. Or try dying. Ooh, crit. Double crit. Wow. Actually, come to think of it, doesn't Kiyohime have like a debuff removal? At least, no, that's her other form, right? Like her Berserker form, she has a skill that removes debuffs for herself, right? Or am I having a senior moment again? Oh yeah, it is. It's her third skill. It removes debuffs for herself. There's 2 enemies left, meaning no one should die. Then the enemy dies, not to your service. Then one of the... Yeah. That one's hard. And not fun. At least if you ask me. Which I guess you didn't ask me, but I told you anyway. It's a hard one, I'll tell you what. What is Kiyohime Lancers? Overcharge. Oh, it's burn damage? Man, both of them, they're just burning the enemy. Boo. Get out of here. Nice. Okay. So, I believe / no, she can definitely do it. This is gonna be a long grind. That's why we're splitting it up over a couple of days instead of just doing it all at once. Hooray! It's called I'm Not Trying to Kill Myself with doing this a billion times this time. That didn't do that much damage, did it? It's not looking good for the heroes. Some of you are aware of it, but me and Sakamoto Ryoma, we have a love-hate relationship. Because I did one of those Destiny summons, and I picked the Super Romulus, you know, the Grand Lancer Romulus, but instead I got him, and then sure, I got one of the other Grand Destiny servants or whatever I picked, but he was like another 5-star I got, and it was kind of infuriating because I didn't want him. I didn't pick him. I would have rather gotten anything, but then it's like, nah, bro, Sakamoto Ryoma, this is what you said, right? This is what you wanted, Sakamoto Ryoma. Me not wanting Sakamoto Ryoma. Oh, that's just one track? That was just like a single? It tasted good though, can't lie. My phone do be beeping. I guess I should go check that out, hang on. Alright, I'm back. You said the wiki's lying to you? What did it tell you? I watched a YouTube video for assistance on it. Oh cool, we got 2 of them. I would kill to get an area of effect servant right now with the CEs that I would like to have, such as but not limited to, like Percival or anything really. Ew. Well, I'm gonna guess she's an area of effect servant. They don't have Metatron, Point and Laugh, Megatron. They ain't got Megatron. It's not even worth trying to take you, because you don't even have one of those CEs that I need. No extra bond? Get out of town. Well, I guess we're taking Ku again. Yeah, I don't remember well enough to tell you. That's why I would say it's better to watch a YouTube video, and just what I did, I just followed it step by step. I could maybe see if I could find the one that I watched and send it in the chat if you want me to, but it's up to you. Don't let me ruin a good time of experimentation. But you can make substitutes when needed, you know. Even if you don't have exactly. That's what I did. I just made substitutes when needed. You don't know what to substitute? Well, I guess figure it out. For example, if in the video they use a servant that doesn't have an attacking NP, but you don't have that servant, I'm sure you have another servant that doesn't have an attacking NP. And then just swap it out for that. You got an ad owned. Have you seen that new trailer for Pikmin? And that's not like a trailer for a game, but it's a trailer that Nintendo released. It's like a little short film, and it's like some baby is like watching like its toys get moved around. That's terrible implication for the Pikmin franchise. Meaning that, I mean, honestly, humans really haven't been in Pikmin. You know, they've always been like seemingly extinct. The world's like post-apocalyptic evil. But if that trailer's to be believed, it looks like they might be introducing humans to it in some regard. Or maybe, you know, maybe this is just like a bunch of shorts Nintendo's gonna release that take place in the real world. And their IPs are just gonna be like hanging out. Prequel Pikmin. We'll see, that would make sense if it was just like the world falling apart. But you know what I'm saying? Oh, Zakinku Astoriful. Thanks for doing the lurk command. We never see anyone use that. But also, we have a Discord if you want to check that out. If you want to hang out in the Discord. But if not, it was nice talking with you. But no, see, I don't think Pikmin could exist when humans are existing. I thought Pikmin were just like some type of mutated creature that appeared from the pollution. Or maybe they were always there all along. And just like when humanity fell, they just increased in numbers. Who knows? I'm unhappy with it either way. I kinda wish I would've never found out. I wish I could play Pikmin, but no, I don't have room at my desk anymore. Because I'm not at my desk, so I can't hook up the GameCube to it. Might as well just give up on life and become a cheese toast. Speaking of a cheese toast, I'm getting pretty hungry. I had said earlier that, or I not said it, but I put it in like the stream description that we're just gonna stream until I get hungry. So we might be coming to an end here soon. So I gotta cook something. I've had almost no appetite lately. But not in like a bad way, as in I feel like I'm withering away and dying. Just more like on the snack side of things. Like, I don't know. It feels like I can eat significantly less compared to what I used to be able to. And I mean, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. I feel like my sweet tooth that has been there for as long as I can remember, I definitely have less of a taste for sweets. And it just like happened out of nowhere. Just like woke up one day and I was like, well, I don't think I ever want to eat chocolate again, or candy, or cookies. And I don't know what's changed. I didn't get an organ transplant. That's usually when that happens, right? Like you get like an organ transplant and then all of a sudden like you seem to have a craving for the food that that person used to like. I've heard about it before. But it could also just be like a well-perpetuated myth. Back when I used to stream Fate Extella, specifically Fate Extella the Umbral Star, there was someone that came out to the stream one time, and then they came to one of the Fate Grand Order streams, and they're like, is this game just nothing but grinding? To which all I could tell them was, well, pretty much, yeah. And then I never heard from them again. Because I think they thought that all I played was Fate, Extella the Umbral Star, because I was doing a playthrough of the game, so I was playing it pretty often. But that was during those times where I used to do 2 streams. I had that one in the morning, then I had that one in the evening. So they'd always be there for the morning ones, and they started coming to the afternoon ones, or evening ones, or whatever. And then that's when they were met with the cruel realization that, yeah, this is mostly all I do, is play this. And complain. Let's do this, or try dying. So no crit. Well, we've put ourselves on a timer here, and we might actually make it. We can just hit this, and then hit that. And ideally, dog, ideally, this could kill. Well, it didn't, but Nesha's flaming torrent should take him out. Let's do a test here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna see if Nesha can do 289,000 damage. I feel like she can, but I mean, like, you never know. And then she falls and explodes. And okay, cool. Yeah, she's doing it maybe 300,000 damage. No, she's doing a lot of damage to those two guys. And then like no damage to Indora. Which again is to be expected since he has that damage negation. Truly a what else would you expect type moment. See, look at this. It's so much faster to do it this way. I'm so glad they added those. I'm so glad things played out the way they did. No longer do I have to keep grinding the event. But I actually need to keep doing the event. I'm pretty close to being done. I think I need like 10 more monuments from the shop. But after that, I'm gonna be done with the event. No, I have the challenge quest to do, but that's neither here nor there. At least not right now. Sure, I guess we can take this Kagetora, the greatest Kagetora to ever live, in P5, which everyone has her that. Level 120. Not everybody has her that, though. I gotta look up and see what her overcharge effect is. Once again, I don't know it. I guess it's not really a once again. I more mean like once again as in I have to look something up for another servant. For the umpteenth time today. Oh, it's just lowers the enemy's crit chance. just a wee bit cringe. I mean, there's nothing particular wrong with it, it's just like, I don't know. Critical hits from Indora is not something I really feared all that much. Okay, let's do this. Well, actually, that's not a bad one. That's more damage against divine enemies. Yeah, okay, so that'll actually do a lot of damage. That actually works out perfectly. Indora. That's the god of lightning. There's no way he's not divine. He left his divinity at home. Barely did any damage. That critical hit though, now that was worth it. After this battle, I'm gonna go use the restroom, and then we'll probably, I don't know, we'll see how much further we're gonna go. How much more is left on this album, I guess is maybe a better question. Oh, we're on song 7 out of 14. There's no inherent problem with that. It's just like... I don't know, that's it. We probably won't finish this album. I'll probably go and start cooking in like 20 minutes or so. Nice. Okay, sweet. I'm gonna go use the rest of room real quick, and I'll be right back.
This channel. No! No!
And just like that, we're back on the attack, and I see that right when I did that too, blue stacks went away. Okay. Alright. Oh, I didn't have this guy added. Well, who this is? Well, Grand Servant, Grand Berserker, Nightingale's pretty cool. Level 80 Jekyll. Takeda Shingen, level 100. Well, that's pretty much all that I saw that I thought was interesting. I mean, sure, I'll send you a request. I need to remove some people off of my support list, actually, because as you could see, I only have 6 spots left. You know how it goes. But see, that's what I'm saying. We've only done it 12 times, and that took an hour and 47 minutes. If I wanted to do 30, like, I don't know, we'd be looking at about 4 hours maybe, which isn't nearly as long as I thought it might be when I was first, like, formulating this idea. I think these last 3 are going to be the last 3 for today, or at least for this particular stream. Because once I take a nap and go about the day for a bit, I might want to play some more. Listen, I don't make the rules. I just come up with them as I go. Sorry, I had to own somebody on the internet real quick. But we're so back. I'm back like I never left. Miss me with that song. Is this mostly hardcore? Because that's what it's sounding like. What does that first skill do? I know it's an NP gain, but what are those extra effects? I know it's like one involving HP gain. Yeah, okay, that's what that is. Might as well just attack regular style. I don't even know why I did that. No, yes I do. The reasoning... I guess now Nessa can just blow them up by herself. But what we could have done... We could have just done both of their NPs regardless. Whatevs. Whatevs. Almost forgot that buff. Teh. I believe that gives him, yep, an NP damage up. I could smell it. But being real, I think he should only be doing about 400,000 damage. Even with all these buffs that he's getting. Nothing against Indura, but he doesn't really do that much damage with his NP. It's everything else. Yeah, see? It's not even worth it. He did a little bit of damage. Like, holy schmoly. He did his best, okay? And I'm sure he's gonna outdo himself here with these crits. See? Never mind. No, see, actually. So no crit. Nice. Oh, goodbye, Sakamoto Ryoma. You did your part. You put everything into your heart. But now you're dead. This truly is the real world that we live in. Yay. I'm not at, well, let's take a look at their support list. We're not adding them. We gotta kick Ryoma off the team. If you're wondering why I backed out. But I doubt you were. I doubt you were. Hope for the best. Hope for the best. Plan for the worst. Yay. I think after this one I'm gonna head out, and that last storm pod that I bought, I mean, we'll either do it on stream later or I'll just do it on my own later. I'm thinking here. Well, honestly, she doesn't have any buffs to even give to anyone, so I guess just leave it as is. But what we can do... I think Neza's gonna do enough damage. I think she's gonna do enough damage. If she doesn't, well then, oh well, that's quite unfortunate, but we'll see. Well, honestly, if she doesn't do 367,000 damage to the front guy, I'm probably just going to close it and reopen the game. But, you know, we'll pretend like there's a chance I won't do that. Oh yeah, I got him. That was a lot of damage, Ku. You truly outdid yourself. Speed Giving is the name of this song with like 6 or 7 E's. Speed Giving, Speed Giving. A good amount of damage. for not holding a CE of any kind. Or having his own buffs. Well, actually, yeah, considering that he had no buffs and no CE, that was a lot of damage he dealt. Yay. As long as we can hit 2 of these crits, I think we win. Yeah. All 3? What's in it for me? Flawless victory. Okay, sweet. Well, with that, time to wear a hat and head out the door, as I'm calling it here for today. So as per usual, you can't see it, but I'm making a, oops, I hit the mic. But as you can see it, I'm making a heart with my hands, because you are the one that I heart. So thank you for coming through. Triple time over. It's Jover. So salute the sun, have some fun. You might see me again later, but if not, well, we had fun. Bye bye.